very good. I love traveling, and I know how to make clients. I'm gonna have brochures and things printed out. And I was looking at websites. I've decided to go to Honeybook, and I can do all the invoices. Just have a laptop and a laptop traveling. I think I can get. I'm gonna get Legal Shield and see if they can design me a way I'm gonna do imports, exports, live online. And what are they? The Super 8 or the Ramada hotels I was staying in? Okay, they're 100 and some a night, depending. But you get a breakfast in the morning and you leave. And I just get a rail. I like going by train. If I'm making money, it's flown into an account that isn't a Bank of Canada account. That's all crashy. I'm looking at a Manulife and having a business account and everything set up. Investing in gold and silver and traveling across Canada and flying out. I can use planes. I love trains. Some places I might hop off and get an Air Canada somewhere. Yeah, but right now I'm doing a civil lawsuit and they said you can't. I don't think you're such thing as can't. And I was wondering how I can do it. Every damn broker, every damn insurance, every damn agent, they're all tied together in real estate fraud in Ontario. But I've been doing the footwork and reading files and everything, and I know it's gone beyond 2 years, but I got him for malpractice. And he's suing me. He's going to sue me because I won't sign off. They stole property. They put me through hardships that were extreme. And you look for the golden lining, If a family's going to do that, the police say, Greg, the coroner would have signed off on that. There was no coroner report. So I just going to call the Ontario coroner constable and have a report done and reassess her father's case. I might go to jail. But, I talked to police commissioners and chief inspectors. Good news and bad news. You put them in jail, you don't get any money. I'm getting money out of them, I'll drain them, and I'm changing my legal name. I got a form here. They don't like me because I'm part Australian. But I got a Canadian passport. If I get an Australian passport, a dual citizenship, it's perfect. I can travel anywhere in the world. And I wrote her, I said, I don't know how China does business with these light therapy units for horses. You can sell them and make good money. Do you have any distributors in Canada? Yeah, we got a distributor. Good, because I have it. It sucks with the CPC. There you go against China. Australia doesn't have that trade barrier. My goal is to get a place out in Albury, Wodonga, area. Why I picked that for New South Wales, Australia, and Victoria, it's right on the borders of everything. There's trucking and everything. I can get the products out. I've been there. My cousin made millions there. Yeah, millions in medical care. And that's my goal. I'm not retiring. He says, when are you going to retire? Well, you can't retire when they put you on a disability and they don't help you get back to work. So you have to dig through. They said you can't take courses or you can't go to college or anything. You got to keep your poor. That's the way it was working, but now I went online. I studied courses. I'm a full musician. I play guitar, piano. That makes me money. I'm getting some gear out of that estate. Pay off the arrears here, and I'll just wipe them out. That narrowed down my Wi-Fi and cellular. I was using Bell. Oh, they suck. And I tried Virgin. There's always options, but they say there's no options. Well, they weren't providing and repairing the phone, so you get the phone back and I'm getting a new one. Far cheaper, like $200. The other one, I'm going to go to Honey Books for I've decided on that. That's cheap. And I'm going to get a printer and print out all these brochures, documents, and have cards. And I'm going to use the light therapy unit and take pictures of my results. And my results, I'm proving hiking horses, race horses, thoroughbreds, warm bloods, I think I can get some. I've been doing it for 6 years, struggling to figure out this. And I can continue to take massage courses. I got the Rockford muscle release method. I've got cranial sacral. I just got to get studies. But I'm a Reiki Grandmaster with a certification in equine Reiki, animal Reiki, and I'm selling Carol oils. Am I right? No, this is how you do it. This is entrepreneurship. You get income streams. I sell crystal elixirs and stuff. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm a meditation coach, and I was putting this together, NLP, emotional freedom technique, because riders cannot ride when they're upset, especially when they go in and get caught up on traffic and rack up a horse. I saw a dressage rider do that. He was tweeting on Twitter. It was like a story unfolding of how holding onto the hot coal of anger. Horses mirror. They got the mirror on neurons. And they mirror. And he got on there. You can hear his tweets. He's just tweeting. He's so angry. Somebody cut him off in traffic. Let it go, buddy. But you can't. So you need the emotional tapping techniques and meditation. You have to calm down. You got on that horse and you had a wreck. And I could hear every stage of this coming up. How many riders do this? And he's a big dressage horse. He's huge. He's a beautiful horse. Beautiful warm blood. But he's deemed him the devil. He's enabled the horse. And it's just one story after another, after another. It was amazing on Twitter, LinkedIn. Now, do I hate the guy? No, I hate that we don't have a methodology that would help him not have to do that. Not condemn him, but he really hurt the horse. He says it's a devil horse, I'll have it put down. You had a wreck because your mood was so flipping high. You're a young dressage rider. You're getting into the FBI and stuff. But you go out and then you put, so you're showing videos, and you can be up for ammo. I mean, you're lunging with a 3-bit bridle, and you got a halter on, and call him a devil horse, and you're yanking on the lunge line. I can round pan a horse and calm him down, but you're doing that. I've done lunging too. But that, you don't put a 3-bit bridle on there and just yank and say it's a devil horse. And it's all playing out like a movie. Next picture, he's got a picture the next day. What the hell is this? The tongue's hanging out of his mouth. Because the bits are hurting his mouth. And he's blue tongued. But you can't tell anybody anything. And I told him what he'd done. And he got mad, blocked me. And this other little 19 or 17-year-old equestrian girl. I hate old men that tell us stuff. I know everything is the day they nail the coffin lid shut. And I'll come back and learn more. I'm always humble to learn. But you're not listening to anything. I do know. And I see a whole map of problems, honey. And I don't like that attitude. And that attitude is the girl that goes out there and the horse kicks her in the head. She's too stubborn. Women are terrible. I mean, with horses. Women are good. Women get, especially that age, and all this grandma stuff. Listen, I know equestrian guys that are coaching at 89 and getting, dressage and 3-day vetting and everything at 89. They're doing the groundwork and coaching young women in business. They're Austrian and Dutch and Spanish. Monty Roberts is older, in his 85. He's still a good whisperer. There's a lot of men that are older than me. I'm only 68. It's good to learn off the old guys that are working on our open mind. Good horsemen. Finale. Any of those men can help you. And women too. Gail Lindsay. Linda J. Salanda. These women can help you. And it's keeping an open mind, and you'll never get anywhere if you don't listen to older people. What is this duality of not listening to older people? Not everybody's cognitively function. I hate living here. There you are. They're all in wheelchairs. They're going younger than me. They're in electric scooters. I walk 40 miles a day sometimes. I walk a lot. Why? Because it's good for me. I balance my life. I study healthcare. I study nutrition. I study everything I can to stay well. Because I like being healthy. And I know what's a model for you. There's people in their 30s that are looking at me. How do you walk so far? I did. Why? He came up and he said, I ride this bicycle and I see you walking as far as I do. He sat down and talked to me. Why do you do that? It takes me out of the problem head to the happy head. Well, that's why I'm riding this bicycle. Because I got a wife, kids, and all these. Everything's bothering me. But it doesn't bother me to ride a bicycle and get exercise. I just want to get out of that problem here. So he's not taking all that rubbish home with him. And he's, we carry that garbage in our heads all the time. So I do NLP. I'm a practitioner of that. And I do emotional freedom technique tapping. This is good for everybody. And especially equestrian sports. Because you get on that horse and you got problems. Somebody says something to you, or you be in traffic and you get into the barn, you're going to have a wreck. I've had clients come to me and they're messed up. The ride doesn't feel right. Something happened. Honey, a little girl came in the barn and the horse loves her. But you're getting into a possessive thing like it's a monogamy of love. Horses and animals do not have that sort of love. They have love for everything. Because they're in a space of non-dualism. But oh no, she's a prostitute, all this love. Whoa, you're going to have your horse slaughtered. I pay for it. I own it. And she shouldn't love a 5-year-old child. illnesses, instead of labeling them as biochemical and genetic, there is a genetic cause factor of a DNA strand coming through generational or events in people's lives, and it affects the DNA. But let's look at the eyes of forensic knowledge of this. And we're getting a lot of people that are very sick right now. And I had to learn NLP, I had to learn it's neuro-linguistic therapy. It works from computer language to human language. It's not local language. I had a lot of hardships in my life from driving taxi. And I'll tell you, people get mad. And they yell at you, and they're just ranting because they've waited an hour. But you gotta understand, they're frustrated. And you gotta come to the point. It was a good experience. Because I don't go around like this whole place and every damn business, not business. Business puts up with yelling. Good businesses, if they go out of business. The government services, 211, doctors, they're so touchy. We will not tolerate. They just put that little door up there of non-emotional balance, and they say they got emotional intelligence. They don't. They're little babies and behind phones. And you call up, I can't hear you. You raise your voice, and they hang up on you. They don't even talk sense. I called 211. I said, I need some help here. He can't problem solve. He can't think what's good there. And I'm not insulting him, but he just went, click. You're abusive. What's abusive? Was I swearing? Was I swearing? I don't think so. I had this too much. I called the cops. I said, woke here, man. What do you mean woke? I said, I can talk to you, officer. Yeah, you can. I can't talk to them. Yeah, you can't talk to them. And they always bring up their problems to you. I'm not making enough money. Why would you help war vets? They're bums. They're bums because they need treatment. They're people that want to get this damn trauma that they get. And I love them. I love our police, and they're getting shot at. I hope the government comes out with a better program for this catch and release garbage that's going on. It's been killing police officers. It's not resolving anything. The other day, how serendipitously we get thinking of things. I'm trying to get equine-assisted therapy. It's about $7,000. Of course, I got no money, and I'm going to cut back on things. Well, now the checks aren't coming in. So I'm getting fed up with mailboxes, and I want going into a bank, and I want to see what I got on there, and I want it on my computer. And I'm thinking about phones. I'm just going to get a line that hooks up to a Wi-Fi system and just carry it with me and have it all the time. I think I can have beautiful noise. It's like Wi-Fi. It's like a home phone. And I have more control over it from scam calls. And I'm getting things from Bell. They say your line's scammed. What? I got scammed once. I look up at something. They call me up and they say, we'll represent you. Give us $450. A lawyer. I thought it was cheap for a more simple letter on the scam. Or PP, but trying to get a hold of the cops is hard because they're so busy. They're great guys, but they're really busy. They're always in the cruiser cleaning up about this junk. This housing market's causing people not to have houses. When you don't have a house and you're going into a shelter that's funded by brokers, they know the market's crashing, but they keep lying. I'm tired of coming as a developer. She's gonna crash, baby. Oh, hell yeah, I know. But why do you keep doing this? You can say goodbye. You might say goodbye out at harbor if they catch you and skin you alive and tired and fed you someday. They paid millions of dollars out here. You can say goodbye. I don't forget how much of a reputation after this market crashes. I really don't think so. I wouldn't get into real estate right now. I wouldn't. It was a good profession years ago, but I wouldn't do it now. Because I'm looking at what they do. They're buying crypto and fake junk derivatives and coin and buying up all the places, and then they flip them, and it's hurting everybody in Canada. And I was wondering, everybody's getting off this house flipping. So I got on Snapchat and try it out, and all of a sudden I get all this. You give us $60. You're doing that, buying houses and house flipping consortium on Snapchat. Hell, that Snapchat's a bunch of young girls that got to pay their rent. No, they give you a menu sex. I've never hired a prostitute, and I never will. But can I say something really rude? The house flipping real estate agent, she's got more. She's below the prostitutes and hookers. She's below. My buddy used to date strippers and exotic dancers. They got class. They're working for a living. These ones flip houses. So they don't have any class as far as ethics go. I think we're all together on this. I think Canada's real estate market is loved now. It could be. There could be people that really believe that the market's good. And I'm looking at these, and this is, I don't think I'll activate this because I'm really worried about the banking system in Canada and the interest rates going way up. So I'm looking at my life. I took a house, and I don't have mortgage and anything on it. But they're going to pay up on it because they sold things I needed, like my microphones and my computer and gold and silver that they were supposed to look at. They were just like these horse slaughter guys. Can't see a horse and throw everything out or sell it for $400 on the hoof, and you find out you know what you're talking about. That's worth money. They just threw everything out. Well, I'm gonna get legal shit. And I get my head together because I started looking at financial documents and law and order. And I know it's a good thing that you take it. Like you're clean. It's good experience to go through this stuff. They can get away with it. By the end of the time, I might have enough money to buy a house in Australia and move. It's just, don't you want to retire? You can retire in this climate. Take all your money on you. And I couldn't get back to work when I got well holistically. I don't want a nursing home. I don't want a 55 plus apartment. I want a 65 plus setup. And I deal with old people. I don't feel old. I'm a musician and I still play. I don't want to live like that. I'm going around hotels and stuff, and it's nice in there. And I thought I was wrong. I said, boy, you look like, oh, what are you, 40? I'm 74. riding a bicycle, a touring bicycle, Wisconsin one. He goes in there and he says, sir, I don't know, I don't see him. Click, puts the computer. There you are, sir, go upstairs, put the bicycle in this room here, and you can go in there and have a bath and a shower. And then you have your breakfast downstairs. He's riding on his way, he's traveling Canada on a bicycle. He's single and happy. He's got enough money coming in. Goes to Canada, and she's 74 years old. He's probably making money online with a smartphone. He's investing money into. But what do you invest money into now? I'd say entrepreneurial investments are your skills, coming up with income streams. I remember Elizabeth May, I don't want to get political. She wrote a book called Losing Democracy, and I know we did. We never had a proportional representational system. And now we don't even talk politics, and the country's going to crap. Neoliberalism and CPC, that's what we got. But, they can't even get in power, the other parties, and they have all these infractional fighting going on. Even the Green Party did. And I can't fight with things. I gained to the point I want an international license, but I think communities should, in the end of growth, I think this backfired the globalization. I really did. It's good to get trade, but you're selling off resources and real estate. I read the end of growth. Oh, yeah, I got that. I want to get some more vaccines, and I might go down to contact the health unit. I can't get to the doctor. She's online. She's taking on too many patients. And that's all right. She's pushing drugs on me. I don't want to. I got a doctor up there, so I'll give me CBD if I need it. I don't know. CBD to get me to sleep, but I'm sleeping better. It's just, once I cure the problems in my life, and that's that remaining family that I'm cutting cords with, and getting all the money back. They got a thing there, and I'm filing a lawsuit on the lawyer now. I've got to take him down a bit. I'm going to file malpractice on him because he held up the estate for beyond the period. And they come back nice. And they're saying you got a mental health problem, you're dangerous. I got PTSD, but not dangerous. But that's what they said. So you can't come in here. How am I going to do it? We'll do it on a phone, Skype call. And we're suing you. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. And I'm just going to get the legal shield there, Mills, Toronto. And I'm going to get a letter of intent, and that'll be the first. I'm doing the 5-stage. I read the book, 5 Stages of Master Herdsmanship. And I'm going to make demands. I want the $160,000 back in the whole estate, and I'm going to contest the will. I can. I know the steps. So everything has steps in it, and they say it's impossible to do. The problem with people is they don't focus. I read an article there, our focus now with social media is we got 2 seconds longer than the goldfish. A goldfish. So I'm not scared anymore. I've fallen off horses. I've been kicked. I've been shot at by a gunman. The only thing I didn't like was, and I made friends with the police because I said he got out and shot another guy dead. I want to work with the cops, or I want to work with my lawyer up there and get them to fill out Canada justice system. But I can't fill the freaking form out. It's a mess. Do I know what year it happened? Well, police could check that. I know his name was uh, Raymond or something. Like it's in '89. So here's another thing I don't like. PTSD doesn't end. If you're in the area, you're getting triggers, and you're trying to cure it. It's in your tissues. It's in your DNA. It doesn't end. 2 years ago? No. And that's why I'm getting mad about the whole Wounded Warriors thing. And I support them, but I don't support their nonsense. They have no knowledge of compound PTSD or PTSD. Oh, it's in the past. In the past, it doesn't heal it. Resolution, financial, and leaving the area is healing it. And justice. We need justice on things. It does heal it. Here's the problem with civil suits. You're getting angry. Your tax is a psychological thing. So I've learned the psychology to release this and just seek the end of justice. And you don't know. Justice is blind. You don't know what you're going to get out of it. But you can't be frightened of seeking a lawsuit and then countersuing. You protect yourself and you look at all the options. And that's life coaching. I'm teaching that. I'm going to teach you that there is going to be risk factors. If there's a risk factor, you have to really map it out, what the options are. Things fail and things don't. But you always have to have some backup of something. I'm not going to have any risk. I'll minimize the risk factors by knowledge. Reading articles, I got them all on my PDFs, and I've stored them in Adobe, and I read them. I'm getting to know what I'm doing. It's a lot of things to judge you with legal systems. But the first is to a letter of intent. And if they don't back down, raise level. Civil litigation, suing damages, emotional harm, everything. They had a house, truck, and big farm. It's a hobby farm. I'll take it. I don't care anymore. They didn't care about me, and they didn't care about their dad. They're narcissists. And I know this because I studied what a narcissist is. They have no care about elders. And I want to keep ahead. Yeah, I saw what you did. You just took money on your wife. And you're living high in the hog. You never wanted to work. You're privileged. Your mom said to them, watch her. And I know why they're that way. I can go back to the history that their father was praising them for things they didn't need. I can praise a horse. He did that good, or I do mistrain him, and he could kick me because he's getting used to the way of thinking. He's getting used to turning his back in there, coming in for a grain bucket. He knows this is a method of getting what he wants, but it's not a method I can work with him with. Bit of horsey wisdom there. So I'm getting to the point here. I want equine assisted therapy, and I want learning programs. I'm demanding them, and I'll get them, even if I have to pay for them. If this lawsuit or the government gives me money. I don't want to borrow money. I want to keep everything on the up and up. I've paid off more debts. And I'll never go into debt again. Never go into debt. Some people have to. I got some debts here. I owe some arrears. It's only $1,300. Bell's charging me a fortune. They're going to pay up another debt. They left me in debt, and I couldn't get a place to live. Credit score's way down. But I got Canada pension. I build it with cash. I'll build it with gold bullion and silver. And I'm thinking of buying art and storing it. I'm not crazy. I don't believe in any of these derivatives. Even Kevin O'Leary wouldn't buy that. Buy clothing that's going to suit your business, technology. I'd like to get a camera to do these blogs and stuff and podcasting unit that I can carry and travel with. Put it in suitcases. Just something that wheels in. And froze it on a train. I got Wi-Fi on business plan. They're not that much higher than going the other class. And I'm 60 plus, gives me options. And the more I use the trains, I get discounts. The more I use Virgin, I get discounts. I get out to Vancouver Island, Victoria. I'll get a discount and I'll take Qantas. I'll take Virgin. I'll take Virgin to Australia. And then I'll go and get Qantas plan. I got Aero miles for Air Canada. Use them once in a while. Just use them to hop around. There's aeroplanes, and I get points. Use discounts. Learn the method of travel. Why a fixed address? We won't have health care for you. That's all right. I'll give up the health care card. I don't use it. I just need good food and nutrition. I use naturopathic medicine. I won't use doctors. If they're tethered to this falling economy, I'm not paying into it. I got a health card there. It's no good to me. I'm a Reiki master, and I'm also a man that knows how to live long. If Reiki doesn't work, my friends, I was having bladder infections every week, and I was taking all this high antibiotics. Nothing changing. When I became a Reiki master, I had no illnesses. It all disappeared. My doctor says there's something wrong here. I said, what do you mean? I can't sell you any pharmaceutical drugs. But I got to sell you something. Why, Doc? I got to make money. You got to make money. So what are you going to sell me? Viagra. I won't take Viagra. I don't eat meat. That's not true. Vegans and vegetarians have. I said, what's the sense? You wouldn't fix my wife. You told her, Doc, you told her you knew everything. And you said she had, I wasn't a doctor. No, but I know her history. You wouldn't listen to that. She doesn't have no infection. She had juvenile glaucoma. You wouldn't refer her to an ophthalmologist. I had to fire him and report him to the college. And I said, now it's 2 years up. Can I malpractice them? Oh, no. They protect them. They protect them like little muffins. But that's all right. He went to college. He says, I got good news and bad news. And I said, what's the good news? He's going back to school. There's good news here. You might learn an hour or more of nutritional therapy. He's going out there and he's saying, I was working with First Nations. They're all predisposed genetically to diabetes. Oh, that's interesting. So I got talking to this Cree Nation chef up there. He's in Alberta. He says, we have that because we eat those refined processed white man junk. and it's all this refined garbage. It releases the glucose in the system, but they don't look at that. They look at some genetic stupid model. Half our problems are correctable. If it is a DNA defection, we adapt to it. It's so stupid. I gotta get these eyes operated on. I go to the optometrist. They might not be able to fix it. Over there, I know there's a surgeon, and he says I can get you to one of the best surgeons in London, Ontario. And you go in there and get your eyes fixed. And I'd like to sue Monsanto's because that's who did it. And they say, oh, no. This neurotoxic chemical in the 1950s and 60s called DDT. My mother died of Parkinson's. Now it's genetic bull. It's a chemical I've known that all my life, but there's no research. We just came out with it. Parkinsonian is caused by these glycogens and nitrates. These glycogens. So I'm just going to pour coffee. What the hell are they talking about? Anyways, this is the truth here. I shouldn't go off the video. But she's come out with it. She's an old woman, so she older scientist. She might be. My Grandma Jones might say she's cognitively deficient. What a bunch of rubbish. Cognition. Read Lemington. He's got a book on aging well. And I think you should read those books instead of listening to Grandma Jones, Mother Jones. They're just destroying things on elders. I hear this all the time. And I went in a bar. He has real long hair. He's playing really good blues. And I said, how old are you? I got one musician. He says, I'm worried I'm turning 61. I said, how old are you, boss? I'm 75. Shut up. You can play music till you drop. You're going to get better and just keep playing. You can play gigs, you can play clubs, and you can record. You don't have to quit playing. My wife said singer doesn't sound good after so long as she heard Anne Murray while I played with her drummer. She says, so long and you're done. He's old and he plays damn good percussions. So what is this age thing? We just keep on going. When are you going to retire? What if I'm having fun? What if I'm figuring out a logistical method of not burning myself out like businesses do? Entrepreneurs do not do that. It's a good time to be a senior and live a freedom life. I'm divorced. I'm going to have a good life. But I listen to people and they say, oh, you're old. You got to go into a nursing home. And I look at them. There are women in their 40s, 39, and getting to the point of, I'm so lost. You can't listen to them. I've heard them all the time. Cry me a river. You're 49. She called me from Chicago. Why are you crying? It's my birthday. How old are you? I'm getting old. Another midlife crisis. Oh crap, she was 32. I'm getting to the point of how this mirrors your mind and affects you. He's 90. He's slalom skis and alpine skis for 40 years up here. Retired? He drives the car? Oh no, he shouldn't. He's dementia. How old are you? I'm really old. I'm 40. And I said, look at your dog. Why is he walking so slow? He's really old. How old's your dog? 5 years old. 5 years old. And you're really old at 40. And your dog's walking behind you because its mama's saying, I'm so old. You're just stupid. Look at Jane Jacobs. She died at 89. She didn't quite make it. But she left a legacy of books. Look at Margaret Atwood. Look at Jane Goodall, Dr. Jane Goodall. Look at all these great women that are of age and beautiful. Amy Lou Harris, she's gorgeous. What the hell is this, girls? It's your comparing apples to oranges. And I hear all sorts of garbage out there. I was playing the piano downtown. Don't stop, you're really good. How long did you start playing? When I was 60. 60. You play that good? You could too. No, I can't. How old are you? 61. A woman comes out of the boutique and she's in her 68, running a boutique that she really loves doing. She's keeping busy. She's got her pension to back her, and she's running one really fun. And she got out there and said, you're full of nonsense. I'm glad she said that. I'm living the life I love to do, and I don't listen to this. I'm too old. The other old girl, I can't sit near her. She's smoking weed all the time. She's stoned as hell. I don't smoke weed. Now, I do drink a little. How much? 2 drinks a night. And then I stop, and I love coffee and whiskey and a good bourbon or something. I love beer, but I only have 1 or 2, and I can stop. I don't want to get drunk. And I'm sitting there, and I talk to her. I love going to pubs and bars. This young guy, and I'm going to tell you something. I'm not against young guys. This guy knows his stuff. I love his business attitude. He's Jewish. His family's millionaires. He builds businesses. He's a great guy to talk to. And I said, you're in here every night. What are you drinking? Shirley Temple. I don't drink. Get drunk. He pays his Shirley Temple, sits there and enjoys the night and listens with his ears to businessmen talking and businesses talking, because he's an entrepreneurial Jewish raised millionaire at 28. I remember one guy was mouthing off, and I can't listen to that. You're going to go out and work in a pipeline. I need gas and oil. Well, I read Eisenberg, and I'm not even going to argue with it. I think it's just a hook that we're attached to. But that's all right. That's not my values. Anyways, he's young, and I shouldn't have said anything, but the bartender says, he's going to punch you. No, and I got mad, and I was leaving the bar, and he said, sir, get me outside. You're absolutely right. I could make that man rich, but he probably wouldn't listen to me, and I accept that. I build men up. I don't take men down. And he's going to go working for a living. I read Napoleon Hill. What's he say? Why do men work for men? Why? It's their storyline and their everything. And I hear all these people life coaching, but they don't have qualifications in life coaching. They don't have psychotherapy. They haven't gotten to the tough love of life, and they haven't seen the comings and goings of business as long as I have. Things are changing. The technology is changing. I'm always learning. know the foundation of what is causing businesses to not charge enough and charge too much. I saw one come in here. She was gone in 2 months. She was overcharging the prices to get started. And I have a thing about passive income. I really think you need things to back you up. I've had women come to me in the horse business, and they listen to their sister. Sisters are not good to listen to girls. You know what they're like. She's got University of Kentucky Equine Sciences. She's running a horse business. And her sister says, she comes to me, I'm mad. My sister says I won't make it because there'll be slow times. Yeah. There's always slow times, huh? Just put 10% every month. As you're making the hay, put her away. That'll get you through the slow times and plan and grow the garden. Get out of that mindset. You know, some women are getting ahead, younger women. I'm going to tell you this. Do you talk to yourself? Oh, yeah. I do too. I said, why? Because I don't have to hear those other stupid girls. That's the problem with listening to people all the time. An entrepreneur will live a life of very secluded. Well, who cares? He's got to rewrite the book. He or she is secluded because they're planning, they're creative, they got focus, they got drive, and they're not mouthing off and saying, this is me, and writing it down and showing everybody because they'll say, sheer thing, buddy. You don't tell people. Just keep focused and do your thing. I'm telling you this for your sake. You gotta get out of these mindsets. It's a mindset. It's BS, bias, syndrome, symptoms. And you gotta get these mindsets shut down. I can't make money. The buts. Yes, but what's the options there? There's a lot of things that I'm trying to talk about. And there's a lot of emotional problems in the programming of our parents. Though they didn't do wrong, but if you came from a poor background and they had these mindsets, you gotta write it down and think about it and look at the storyline. Does that serve you? And what your other relatives did that became professors of astrophysics? What the hell is that? Is it a DNA defect? My cousin's UCLA professor and NASA head of one mission. My other cousin was police commissioner. My other cousin was staff superintendent of Toronto Metro Force. And he never started right off. He just kept on learning and learning and learning and building skills. Anybody in policing, they can stay a constable and be content. Go first class constable. Ah, hell no, he went from third class up to chief inspector. Kept on going up the ranks, kept doing what his dad did. He built and built his education. He was law enforcement. He followed his dad's footprints. I know Tom. Here's a guy who was on the Toronto Metro SWAT team. I should tell you this. I met him out there. He went on. He played for the He played hockey pro. He says, "You reporter? Why? I hate reporters. Hockey players do." He played for Minnesota Wild. So on that team, he made money. But I said, "What'd you pay for these houses here, boss?" There you go, buddy. How much? $1,500,000 for a box. Oh, that condominium. So I talked to these men, and I'm going to talk to you about this. And they're concerned. They buy these, and they're paid a fortune, and they're all condominiums, and that's good. But these kids come along, they're house flipping. $20,000, $500,000 more. But where's it going, Greg? Where's it going? That's a good question. Where's it going with this market going up and up? And they were going in there like building these condominiums and stuff here, and luxury condominiums. But they're supposed to be luxury, but they look like dog houses. They just don't have. And I get into arguments about this because I remember in the 1960s, Habitat for Humanity. What a gorgeous place that was. And I was a 22-year-old architectural designer. Cubism. So Picasso's insane, he said. John, he made money, you said, and you said I'm looking, neurolinguistics. John said, I'm a starving artist. I don't like Picasso. Emily Carr, she's a freaking Picasso. John, you're hard to get along with for an old fart that keeps on saying you're a starving artist. You keep on saying these stories. A good artist, you're a landscape artist, you're following the renditions of the Group of Seven. And she said in Canberra, she says, I'm an artist. But they're dying and they get famous in your country. Why? Their art's good. Because they don't get a platform, work together, and put their art in gallery, a digital gallery where you can sell all over the world. They just stay starving artists. There's so many ways we can sell art. Sometimes it might be for commercials. Anywhere. But nobody sees the connections to anything. So I look at my life, and he was talking about our mindset. He's a PhD in psychology. And he says, people have left brain thinking, right brain thinking. Well, I'm a musician, but I need left brain thinking to think about scales, intervals, and composing and time management. That's left brain, logical thinking. Who says you can't develop that to be unified with the right? Yeah, you got some creative skills, but you have to have logic. Long video, and I'm going to end it. But that's what I'm getting to. There's a lot of limits on people's lives, and that's what good life coaching that's certified teaches with psychology.